Hi friends, welcome to the English Fluency course day 35. Today in this video, I'm going to explain the topic active voice and passive voice. Before that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will keep receiving English related videos notifications earlier than others. Let's start our video. Voice is a form of the verb. It shows whether the word denoted by the subject does something or has something done to it. Voice is a form of the verb and tells us whether the subject is doing something or whether something is happening to the subject. It's very simple. That tells us the form of the verb tells us whether the subject is doer of the action or receiver of the action. If the subject is doer of the action, the verb is said to be in the active voice. If the subject is receiver of the action, the verb is said to be in the passive voice. So, I repeat again. Voice is a form of the verb. It shows whether the word denoted by the subject does something or has something done to it. Whether it is doing something or something is being done to it, the voice tells us. There are two kinds of voice, namely active voice and passive voice. The verb is said to be in the active voice when the subject represents the doer. The verb is said to be in the active voice when the subject represents the doer. That means the doer of the action. If the subject is the doer of the action, the verb is said to be in the active voice. The verb is said to be in the passive voice when the subject represents the person or thing that has something done to him or to it. Example, Ramu ate the fruit. Here, subject. The word denoted by the subject. Here, Ramu is the subject because it is the doer of the action. What did Ramu do? Ramu ate the fruit. The fruit was eaten by Ramu. Here, the fruit was eaten by Ramu. This is said to be in the passive voice because here what is being done to the fruit? The verb tells us what is being done to the fruit. That means the fruit is the receiver of the action. In above sentence, Ramu ate the fruit. Here the subject is the doer of the action. So if the subject is doer of the action, that is active voice. And if the subject is receiver of the action, that is passive voice. Let us see some more examples in simple present tense. You all know the structure of the simple present tense. Subject plus verb 1 plus object. Harini sings a song. Harini sings a song. This sentence is in simple present tense because there is the first form of the verb, sing. Here, S is added to the verb because the subject is third person singular. In present tense, if the subject is third person singular, verb takes S or ES. Since the subject is third person singular, S is added to the verb sing. Harini sings a song. Subject, verb, object. When we change it into passive voice, the object in the active voice will be changed into subject in the passive voice. So a song. Next, appropriate be form we need to write. Since the active voice is in present tense, we need to write the be form of the present tense. So, the be forms of the present tense, simple present tense, are is, am, are. If the subject is plural, we have to write are. If the subject is singular, we have to write is. A song is subject. Subject is singular. That's why we need to write is. So, a song is. After that, we need to write the third form of the verb. Let us see the three forms of the verb sing. Sing, sang, sung. Sung is V3. After the be form, we need to write V3. A song is sung by whom? By Harini. This is passive voice. Harini sings a song. A song is sung by Harini. Harini sings songs. Harini sings songs. Songs are sung by Harini. Why did we write are here? Subject is in plural form. Here in the first example, subject is singular. That's why a song is. Here, songs plural form. Subject is in plural. That's why we need to write the be form are. After that V3. Next by. After that object. Songs are sung by whom? Songs are sung by Harini. I write a letter. Subject is I, write is verb, a letter is object. Object will become subject in the passive voice. A letter is, why did we write is? Because the sentence in the active voice is simple present tense. Since it is in the simple present tense, we need to write the be form of the simple present tense. A letter is, what is V3 for write? Write, wrote, written. A letter is written by whom? By me. This I will be changed into me. I is subjective case, me is objective case. When we write it in the objective form, we have to write me. I will become me, he, him, she, her. You will be remained as you. It will be remained as it. They will be them. The subjective case they, objective case it will be them. I write letters. I write letters. Letters are written. Letters is plural form. That's why are written. If it is singular, is written. If it is plural, are written. Letters are written by whom? By me. Let us see next example. He eats an apple. He eats an apple. An apple is eaten by him. An apple is eaten by him. He eats apples. He eats apples. What does he eat? He eats apples. Apples are eaten. The subject is singular, is eaten. Subject is plural, are eaten. Here, subject is in plural form. Apples. That means more than one. Apples are eaten by him. He, subject is he. And when it becomes object, we have to write as him. Apples are eaten by him. They sell toys. Toys are sold by them. Toys are, what is the V3 form for sell? Sold. Sell, sold, sold. So we have to remember, we need to write the third form of the verb in the passive voice. We need to write the third form of the verb in the passive voice. Toys are sold by, they will be them. They is subjective case and them is objective case. Subjective case I, objective case me. You, we, us. We will be changed as us. He, him, she, her. It will be remained as it. They will be remained as them. I write a letter. A letter is written by me. A letter, next be form is, next V3 form written, next preposition by, after that I will be changed as me. A letter is written by me. If it is plural form, letters are written by me. I write letters. Passive voice is, letters are written by me. I am writing a letter. This sentence is in present continuous tense. I am writing a letter is in present progressive tense or present continuous tense. I am writing a letter. A letter, after that be form of the tense we need to write. The be forms of present continuous tense are is being, am being, are being. Is being, am being, are being. If the subject is singular, we need to write is being. If the subject is I, we have to write am being. If the subject is plural, we have to write are being. A letter is singular. That's why we need to write is being. A letter is being. And the third form of the verb for write is written. A letter is being written. By whom? By me. I am writing a letter. A letter is being written by me. So you can observe here, if the active voice is in present continuous tense, the passive voice also must be in present continuous tense. If the active voice is in simple present tense, the passive voice also must be in simple present tense. We should not change the tense. We should not change the meaning. Just the only difference is, here in the active voice, subject is the doer of the action, and in the passive voice, subject is the receiver of the action. I am writing letters. I am writing letters. Letters are being written by me. Subject is plural here, letters. That's why are being. If only one letter, then is being. After that V3, after that by, after that objective form for I, me. So here I am writing letters. When we change it into passive voice, it will be like letters are being written by me. I have written a letter. I have written a letter. Subject is I. After that have, after that V3. Subject plus have plus V3. This is the structure for present perfect tense. So the sentence is in active voice is in present perfect tense. The be forms for present perfect tense have been or has been. If the subject is singular, we need to write has been. If the subject is plural, we need to write have been. Now, let us see. The subject in the active voice is I. After that, have written is verb. After that, a letter is object. Object becomes subject when we change the sentence from active to passive voice. So a letter. After that, the be form of that tense we need to write. Since the active voice is in present perfect tense, we need to write the be form of the present perfect tense only. The be forms of the present perfect tense are has been and have been. So here we have to know when to use has been and when to write have been. If the subject is singular, we need to write has been. A letter is singular, that's why has been. After that V3, written by me. A letter has been written by me. Next, I have written letters. Letters, letters is subject. Subject is in plural form. That's why we need to write have been. We should not write has been. We have to write has been only when the subject is third person singular. Letters have been written by me. I wrote a letter. Identify the tense of this sentence. Let us see the structure. I is the subject. Wrote is the second form of the verb. A letter is object. So subject plus V2 means that is simple past tense. I wrote a letter. Before we change it into passive voice, we have to know the be forms of the simple past. The be forms of the simple past are was and were. If the subject is singular, we need to write was. If the subject is plural, we need to write were. So a letter is singular. That's why we need to write was. A letter was written by me. I wrote letters. I wrote letters. Letters were written by me. Letters is plural form, that's why were. If it is singular, was. Letter was written by me. Letters were written by me. I was writing a letter. I was writing a letter. This is in past progressive tense or past continuous tense. So before we change it into passive voice, we need to know the be forms of past continuous tense. The be forms of past continuous tense are was being or were being. If the subject is singular, we have to write was being. If the subject is plural, we have to write were being. Since the subject is singular here, a letter is singular, right? So we need to write was being. A letter was being written by me. I was writing letters. Letters were being written by me. Letters, plural form, right? Subject is in plural form. That's why we have to write were being. If the subject is singular, we have to write was being. Letters were being written by me. I had written a letter. I had written a letter. Subject plus had plus V3. So this is the structure for past perfect tense. I had written a letter is in past perfect tense. Let's change it into passive voice now. A letter. After that be form, we need to write be form of past perfect tense only we have to write. The B form of past perfect tense is had been only had been. Whatever the subject, whether the subject is singular or plural, we need to write had been. A letter had been written by me. Okay. I had written letters. I had written letters. Letters had been written by me. Letters, after that be form of past perfect tense, after that V3, after that by plus object. Letters had been written by me. I will write a letter. I will write a letter. Here, this is in simple future. Subject plus will plus V1 is the structure for simple future. I will write a letter. A letter will be or shall be are the be forms of simple future. A letter will be written by me. I will write letters. Letters will be written by me. I will have written a letter. This is future perfect tense. Will have plus V3. Subject plus will have plus V3 is structure for present perfect tense. I will have written a letter. A letter will have been written by me. The be forms of future perfect tense are will have been or shall have been. A letter will have been written by me. I will have written letters. Letters will have been written by me. Letters will have been written by me. Whether the subject is singular or plural, irrespective of singular or plural, we can write will have been. Okay, no need to worry, no need to check the subject. A letter will have been or letters will have been. For both will have been only. Do they speak Tamil? The sentence is in yes or no question, right? Do they speak Tamil? And tense of this sentence is present simple, because here do is the first form of the verb. Do they speak Tamil? So here passive voice starts with is or am or are, because the sentence is in simple present tense. So is after that subject. What is the subject? Tamil. Is Tamil. We know we have to write only the third form of the verb in the passive voice. So what is the third form of the verb for speak? Spoken. Is Tamil spoken by whom? By them. There is subjective case and objective case them. Is Tamil spoken by them? Sentence is in present simple tense. So answer also must be in simple present. Active voice is in question form. So passive voice also must be in question form. Are they speaking Tamil? This sentence is in present continuous tense. Are they speaking Tamil? Is Tamil. Okay, subject is Tamil. Subject is singular. That's why is. If the subject is plural, or we need to write. Is Tamil being spoken by them? Are they speaking Tamil? Is Tamil being spoken by them? The be forms of present continuous tense are is being, am being, are being. That's why here we used is being. Is Tamil being spoken? Is Tamil being spoken by them? Now let us see another example. Have they spoken Tamil? Here have plus V3 is there. So this is present perfect tense. The be forms of present perfect tense are have been or has been. If the subject is singular, we have to write has been. If the subject is plural, we need to write have been. Have they spoken Tamil? Has Tamil been spoken by them? Has Tamil been spoken by them? Did they speak Tamil? Did they speak Tamil? This is in simple past tense, because did plus V1 is there. Did plus V1 speak. Did plus V1 is equal to V2. So the given sentence is in simple past tense. We know the be forms of simple past tense. Was or were. If the subject is singular, we have to write was. If the subject is plural, we need to write were. Did they speak Tamil? Was Tamil spoken by them? Was Tamil spoken by them? Were they speaking Tamil? This is in past continuous tense. Were they speaking Tamil? Was Tamil being spoken by them? Was Tamil being spoken by them? Had they spoken Tamil? This is in past perfect tense. Had plus V3. Had they spoken Tamil? Had Tamil been spoken by them? Had Tamil been spoken by them? Will they speak Tamil? This is in simple future. Will Tamil be spoken by them? Will they speak Tamil? Will Tamil be spoken by them? Will they have spoken Tamil? Will they have spoken Tamil? This is future perfect tense. Will Tamil have been spoken by them? Will Tamil have been spoken by them? I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Nothing is known to me. Nothing is known to me. I don't know anything. Here, anything will be changed as nothing here. Nothing is known to me, which means I don't know anything. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. Nothing was known to me. I didn't know anything is in simple past. That's why the passive voice we need to write the be form of simple past tense. Nothing is singular. That's why was. If the subject is plural, were. Nothing was known to me. I will know nothing. I will know nothing. Nothing will be known to me. Nothing will be known to me. Why do they raise this question? Why do they raise this question? Okay, why do they raise this question is in simple present tense. The be forms of simple present tense are is, am, are. Subject is singular, you have to write is. So here, this question is subject. So before that we need to write is. Why is this question raised by them? Why is this question raised by them? If the subject is plural, for example, these questions, then why are these questions raised by them? Why did they raise this question? This question is in simple past and passive voice for this. Why was this question raised by them? Why was this question raised by them? Why will they raise this question? Why will this question be raised by them? Why will this question be raised by them? This is in simple future. Is the doctor examining the patient? Present continuous tense. Is the doctor examining the patient? Is the patient being examined by the doctor? Is the patient being, V3 form for examine is examined. Is the patient being examined by the doctor? Let us see some more examples. Take this order. This is an imperative sentence. Take this order. So imperative sentences start with let in passive voice. Take this order. Let this order be taken. Let this order be taken. Give me the pen. This is also imperative sentence. So all imperative sentences start with let in passive voice. Give me the pen. Let the pen be given. Post this letter. Let this letter be posted. Let this letter be posted. Advertise the post. Advertise the post. Let the post be advertised. V3 form for advertise is advertised. Let the post be advertised. Please post this letter. Here, the sentence starts with please. Even though it is imperative sentence, it is a request. So, passive voice begins with you are requested. If the sentence starts with please in active voice, answer will be started with you are requested. Please get me a book. You are requested to get me a book. Who teaches you English? This is a WH question. Who will be changed as by whom in the passive voice. By whom is English taught to you? Who teaches you English? Present tense, right? So here the be forms of the present tense we need to write. The be forms of the present tense, simple present tense are is, am, are. Subject is singular, is. English is the subject here, that's why is. By whom is English? Next V3 form for teach is taught to you. By whom is English taught to you? Who taught you English? This question is in simple past. By whom was English taught to you? The be forms of simple past tense are was and were. The subject is singular, we need to write was. If the subject is plural, we need to write were. Since the subject is singular here, English is singular. That's why was. Who will be changed as by whom. After that, the be form. After that, subject plus V3. By whom was English taught to you? Who will teach you English? By whom will English be taught to you? Who will teach you English? This sentence is in simple future. By whom will English be taught to you? Who is teaching you English? This is in present continuous tense. By whom is English being taught to you? By whom is English being taught to you? All educated people speak English. English is spoken. English is spoken by all educated people. All educated people speak English. This sentence is in simple present. When we change it into passive voice, we need to use the be form of the simple present tense. The subject is singular, we have to write is. If the subject is plural, we have to write are. If the subject is I, we need to write am. So English is spoken by all educated people. This is passive voice. All desire wealth and some acquire it. All desire wealth and some acquire it. Wealth is desired by all. Wealth is desired by all, and it is acquired by some. Wealth is desired by all, and it is acquired by some. So friends, this is all for today. Hope you learned active voice and passive voice in this class. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon too, so that you will receive all the notifications in time. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.